What's up guys, and welcome to the channel. It's Joanna here, founder and CEO of Supwell, and you know I had to put a little bit of extra spice on that intro from my guy Serge. Thank you for all the love and support. Today we're going to be diving into a comparison of some of the outsole rubber and durability of popular max cushion shoes on the market. Now we love getting into the conversation of outsole rubber on this channel because that will extend the life of a shoe and help you save money over the longer term. So with that being said, let's dive into it. So the shoes that we're going to be comparing today are the Asics Gel-Nimbus, the Cloudmonster, the Saucony Triumph, and the Saucony Endorphin Shift 3. Now, all of these shoes have about the same number of miles on them. They all are about 300 miles, except for the Asics Gel-Nimbus that has closer to 200 miles. All right, let's get into it. And let's start first with the highest mileage shoe, which is the Saucony Endorphin Shift. All right guys, starting first here with the Saucony Endorphin Shift 3, which is the highest mileage shoe, and you will see I have worn completely through this outsole rubber here at around 350 miles is what we have here, and it started to go around 300 miles. Now, if I get up close, you'll see that we're losing some of this foam as well. It started to chew up into this EVA Power Run foam, and we are seeing those classic compression lines where we're losing some of that cushion because I've put a lot of force down on the shoe. Now, I stopped wearing this as much in the rotation. I probably haven't pulled for this about a month or so because the left side of the left foot started pinching in my pinky toe and it wasn't feeling too good. But I think this still has a decent amount of cushioning properties in it. I could probably get it to about 450, if not 500 miles, because the EVA foam that they are using in here in such a massive chunk of it does last pretty long, and it was firm out of the box, but I've decided to pull it out in favor of some other shoes. It's been a great one to me, but yeah, 300 miles and the outsole is worn through. All right, next up we have the Cloudmonster. Now this guy has, again, about 300 miles combined of running, walking, and also a lot of gym usage. So you'll see here, we've again worn completely through the outsole in some cases, and I'm starting to get this sensation in one of the shoes like it's bottoming out. If I get up close here, you'll see that there's actually a pretty significant divot in the heel area of the foam here, and so these are pretty much gone. The life in them is not great. They do feel okay for walking, but I don't take them on any serious runs anymore. I do take them to the gym sometimes, and I do use them on the treadmill occasionally, but I've started to use my Adidas Audi Zero SL for that. But yeah, around, I want to say 200 miles, we started to see this rubber go. My wife also has a pair of these. She's more of a forefoot striker, and this entire pad here up in the front is gone for her. That went at probably 200 miles as well. Next up, we have the Saucony Triumph, and I'm holding the Run Shield edition here. This is using a Power Run Plus foam, which is a beaded TPU compound. The first two shoes we looked at were using EVA foams, and this TPU is one of the most resilient and durable foams on the market. At 300 miles, this still feels extremely fresh underfoot, but as with the other shoes, we are seeing the outsole go in the back here. I've worn completely through it. It is a little bit sad because that means this foam is starting to degrade even though it feels so good. And if you look up at the forefoot here, I mean, it practically looks brand new at 300 miles, which is absolutely insane. I mean, look at, you can see all the tread here. This XT900 that Saucony is using in here has a bit of a thicker application than we saw in the Shift 3, but it's still holding up really well up front and giving out in the back. So I think for me, it's just, I know I'm gonna wear through these shoes on the back at 300 miles no matter what. This is one of the best, most versatile, durable shoes out there. They're also selling it for $80 right now on some sites. I think Sierra Outdoor, I'll link to that deal in the description. One of my favorite shoes. This is a really good winter running shoe if you get the Run Shield edition as well. All right guys, finally we got the Asics Gel-Nimbus 25. Now this one has about 200 miles on it. Still feels pretty fresh. It is the softest and most cushioned, the least responsive out of all those ones that we've gone through so far. And in the back here, let's take a look at the rubber. We still do have a solid amount covering the foam. I am starting to see a little bit of degradation because the foam kind of spills over to the side, especially on this shoe right here, which is the right shoe. I tend to have a little bit more wear on my right shoe. If there are any feet doctor out there, you could probably tell me why that is. But yeah, this is starting to see a little bit of that foam getting chewed up, and we haven't lost any of that main section of rubber yet, but it is looking like it's gonna go within the next 50 miles. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this go between 200 and 250 or 225 and 275 miles. So yeah, if we just compare them all for a second here, you can see the On Cloudmonster definitely has the most wear of the rubber. It's probably the least durable out of all of them. Saucony Triumph is going to be the best in terms of that durability. It also has the highest cover rubber outsole. And then the Saucony Endorphin Shift and the Asics Gel-Nimbus are pretty similar. The Shift does have less rubber covering the forefoot area, but if you're a heel striker, that shouldn't really be an issue for you. If you're a heavy scuffer, you will start to wear through that outsole rubber on the Shift quicker than the Gel-Nimbus. So I'd say Asics Gel-Nimbus and Saucony Endorphin Shift are average. Saucony Triumph is gonna be great for durability, and then the Cloudmonster, due to that softer rubber, is gonna be the worst for durability. All right, guys, there you have it. That was a comparison of durability and outsole wear on some of the popular Max Cushion shoes today. Let me know what you're rocking with for Max Cushion shoes. The Gel-Nimbus 25 has been my go-to recently when I'm feeling super beat up. As always, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and I'll make sure to keep you up to date on the latest and greatest in the world of performance running.